Hello, Roshelle Baier here with ArtMoose. We are at the Licensing Expo, and I'm so excited to talk to our next guest, Adam Stone, the wonderful and talented. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
So where are you coming from?
I'm from LA.
Okay, so you got
Can't
to
you tell?
LA.
Look at my work.
West Coast fun. Before we take a look at the work, though, I want to know a little bit about how you got your start.
Well, I was born into a family of artists.
Okay.
Mother and father were street artists and very popular.
In LA?
In LA in the 70s when kind of street art fairs were burgeoning and just cropping up. They were regulars doing about 30 to 40 a year. They had 3 kids and we grew up doing these shows.
Y'all went with them?
All around the city, and every show falling asleep under the pedestals and the A-frames, and all 3 of us now are doing a lot of the same shows that they did as, you know, in their early 30s.
You were literally born into the art world.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood.
Cool.
Acrylic oil in the blood, can't help it.
So this first image,
Yeah.
a little bit of Alice in Wonderland.
That would be her. That's an acrylic on canvas.
Okay.
I tend to work with acrylics more. I love oil.
Okay.
I don't always have the luxury of time to work with them. I mean,
To wait.
literally to wait for the drying and the curing, and there's a ton of detail, a ton of layers, and yeah, if these pieces were done in oil, it could be a year and a half before, you know, they're actually dry and ready to transport and show. So I've learned to work with mediums, and I've learned to play with gels, and I've learned to use various mediums to give it kind of that soft blend, that dry brush oil vibe. And it's taken me 30 years, but I think I'm finally getting there. Yeah.
Are you a fan of the? I see Captain Hook in there.
Yeah.
And
This is part of my fairy tale series.
Okay,
I did a whole series.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have a whole collection of fairy tales.
Yeah. This would be the Flight of Peter, and the original of this piece was actually 7 feet. It was massive. It would cover this wall. That piece was commissioned actually by a collector of mine who had a couple of the other originals, and he wanted his
wanted to broaden
he had a big space and he was moving into a new place, and he wanted to do something special. I was living in Denver at the time, and I remember doing this in the snow, and it was a challenge just getting supplies to the studio in this massive snowstorm. But I probably worked on that one for about a month. Yeah.
Okay.
Every day.
So
Yeah.
you left California for a little bit, but you
I did.
You got brought back.
I
After
did.
that snow, you were like,
Yeah. Once you're chipping the ice off to go get a burger, you know, and it's like, where's my car? I can't. I parked it there, and now it's covered in snow. And like, what do I do? Do I eat? Do I not eat? Do I?
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Yeah. But Denver's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
No, for all you folks that live in Denver, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. But yeah, if you're used to sunshine and
yeah. I'm from Wisconsin. I totally understand.
Oh, you get
Yes.
it. Okay. All right. This is called Independence Day, and this is kind of like my own. This was part of the series, but this is my own story. Kind of a story I'm trying to develop.
Okay,
on
so
my own.
we can maybe even look out for this later to have.
You can. I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, she's. I see her as kind of like a circus acrobat that's basically left the big city to find her own place, and She
definitely has a story to tell.
She's got a story to tell,
Okay.
and this is her escape from this place with the animals that would leave with her on Independence Day on search of her next adventure. Yeah. And I think we know what this is. Yeah.
Classic.
Yes.
So gorgeous.
It's called No Place Like Home. This is Serendipity. I have a whole series of elephants that I, maybe about 6 or 7 pieces in that series that I've done.
What drew you to the elephants?
My mother. My mother was a sculptor, and she had a series of animals that she sold for many years when I was a child, and I'd always loved animals, and there's always been an animal influence in my work, but I've never painted an elephant before. And when we lost her about 10 years ago, I wanted to do a piece that commemorated her spirit, and I thought, well, I've never painted an elephant, I'll just do an elephant, and I did this particular piece, and I had so much success with this piece that it spurred an entire series, and there's probably about 7 or 8 in the series, and this is the first, called Serendipity. And I guess you could say the underlying context would be, no dream is too impossible to achieve if you keep your eye on the ball.
Well, your mother left a great gift with you then.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's a self-portrait right there. Yeah, that's what I look like in the morning.
In your kicks, your Converse.
Yeah. Lost on my way to the gig, and my manager's trying to get me to hurry up because we're late. We're not going to get paid.
So are you a musician as well?
I play a little guitar, but I'm not.
Still the creative. Okay.
Yeah. I play for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like
Hello.
Hello.
She is the reason we have our daydreams. She's the daydream merchant.
Okay.
And those are her muses, yes.
I love
Yes.
monkeys.
That's an interesting piece. That's Wild Night at Bar Deregulation. That is Wall Street.
Is this acrylic?
This is also acrylic, and the original of this was 4 feet by 6 feet, a very massive, heroic piece. And that was done, actually another commission, that was done, a broker.
What did they say they wanted? Yeah, a broker?
Literally, yeah, okay. A broker who wanted me to capture the just insane action as if it were like a nightclub in Chicago, you know, somewhere.
On the trading floor.
As if, you know, you've got 401ks falling from the sky. You've got, I don't know if you could see the little, you know, Uncle Sam coming in to try to regulate the, you know, the chaos on the floor. You've got the bulls going at it against the bears. You've got the pig is symbolic of day traders, so he's getting kind of squeezed. They take these risks. They tend to lose big sometimes. You've got the gorilla is symbolic of big money, corporations playing with our money like it's just another gambling bet or poker chips, you know.
And by stripping away the color too, you just have
serious drama.
Yeah.
And for the effect, yeah. I mean, it was one of the most detail-oriented pieces I've ever done, and one of my favorite. And now I sell limited edition prints of it, but the original is spoken for. Yeah,
nice.
It's hanging in Arizona, and
well, see, it's good to get some of that commission work that takes you out to a place.
Another place where I can just focus on something completely different, maybe not quite as commercial, but something that's got a little bit more depth and some meaning to it that I can tap into. Every now and again I get lucky, you know.
And this guy having some fun?
He's having a momentary lapse of cerebral coordination. Yeah, that's writer's block.
Okay.
Yeah, another self-portrait. You know, they say, what do they say about artists? That everything you paint is almost like autobiographical, or everything is a self-portrait. Even if it's an abstract painting, it's the emotion, whatever it is, it's coming out, it's you.
And that's why we want to hear artist stories and get the behind the scenes, because without that, you're missing so much, such an important element of the artwork.
There's a lot more that meets the eye.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the expo.
All right.
And we will see you all soon. It's been Roshelle Baier with ArtMoose.
Thank you.